Getting started, just making sure stream health is good. Alright, looking good so far. Alrighty, and today it's pretty straightforward, just making Diane Foxington grow. Earlier today I made an asset for the meteorite. Got it right here. So it's the same heart shape from the movie, but the same glow as the meteor from Monsters vs. Aliens. So the radiation's gonna have a different effect on her, of course. Let's see here, we got Charles Buchanan with the Hi Guys, Francis Hurd, Elongated Man Forever, Superior Cyber Godzilla, and Dylan. Howdy, y'all. Let's mess around with sound real quick. That's better. MC Cubed. We got Giovanni. I knew I wasn't the only one who thought the Quantonia meteor and the meteor from the bad guys had the same element. No, I changed the element. See, in the bad guys it's like pink, like a heart, and this one is like blue. Lord Adrian 1000. Nice Giantess Isabella artwork. Oh yes, the art to the left, that's fan arts. We have The Girlfriend from Friday Night Funkin' by Megan Patton. And below that we have Isabella by Ray Anthony. Konnichiwa, Rory. No, Megan, I just started. Crazed Course here. What a time for this, since the trailer for the second movie just came out. Yeah, a few people shared that with me today. Someone joked that they jumped the shark because they're going into space. That's a nice picture. Thank you, Anthony. Rain Clouds here with 4 pink wavy hands. Howdy. I just finished watching Brandy and Mr. Whiskers, and I'm sad they didn't make a season 3. Yeah, I know, but it's still a nice show to look back at. Kind of feeling that way right now with Stugo. Haven't heard yet if they're getting another season. Actually, I think someone mentioned that they are. So check on that. But I know sometimes with these shows they just get the one season. And Debbie the Smart Woman has some Morse code there, which makes me question, is there a Morse code translator? Let me look it up. Dang, I'm not finding any good Morse code translators. I guess it'll have to be a mystery. Or something that I save on my computer and try to figure it out later. I knew you liked my art, Animator. I am thinking about doing more. My buddy Josh is gonna be surprised my fan art is featured. Oh, that's nice. Surprising people can be fun sometimes. Kush is here with a hello, everyone. Can you do Wanda from the Fairly Odd Parents? Yes, I can, Harrison G. But that's only if someone commissions some art. I'm sorry. That's just how I do things nowadays. Hey, Dave. The Quadriglumia episode from Ruby Gloom gave me an idea. I'm gonna make an AGW fan art of me, Wilt, and Ruff in my head. And Plex and Leo in Margie's head. Oh yeah, that was a fun episode. Had some really good details. And Anthony is saying you're very welcome. We've been getting lots of project donations on Discord lately, just wondering. Not really doing project donations at the moment, but I am accepting commissions, and this is one of them. Someone came up with a script, and it seemed easy enough and would fit the channel. And the Power YT animation says, hello. Alright, I'll start off pretty simple. Looks like she's been drinking like some kind of a Gatorade. Something that stains your mouth. Does the blue Gatorade stain your mouth? I'm guessing the Discords where commissions and the patrons are supported. Projects are in the DA shop has shut down. Yeah, I'm just trying to make things a little easier for me. Seeing as how I am trying to pursue my own projects. So right now, most of the stuff that I am doing, like for the channel, that would be stuff that is commissioned through my Discord. I don't know why I have the soundbite in my library. Keep forgetting to remove it. But yeah, currently, if like there's a particular character you want to see sized up or what have you, best bet would be to join the server. And basically, anybody who's been a $10 tier member of our Patreon for even 1 month, they get access to our server, our Discord server. Diane Fossington is the new Ginormica. That'd be cute. She's Ginormington. Sounds like the blue Kool-Aid thing that makes the person's tongue blue. Yeah. I haven't had Kool-Aid in a while. It's because it's too sugary. I guess I got afeared of the stuff that dyes your tongue, because usually it's like not good. Like, they warn about certain dyes that consuming them is not very healthy. I've been trying to avoid that stuff. Which I know is not fun, but I love this live stream because there's a fox, so I feel better now. Aw, Rory, are you saying that Diane Foxington is your comfort animal? Is that what those are called? Comfort animals? I forget. Such a beautiful fox, says DJ Pyrotechnics. Cool name. Mech beat meh. Diane is looking pretty cool right now. Yeah. I mean, just look at her icy blue eyes and mouth. Truly a sign of great health. Truly. Oh, wait. Do I still have a window for testing my animations? I want to make sure. Because this is a movie clip, so it's not gonna animate the way it's supposed to. Dang, I'm not seeing it. Oh, I had it turned off. Okay, let me try it now. Let's see if that shows up on the stream. Nice. Okay. Got my preview thing working. Sorry for that. Alright. Let's see. Get a little bit of the sleeve going. We got Trace Vivia, spirit animal. Not really spirit animal. I think spirit animal is something else, right? I was talking about those animals. Like sometimes they bring them into the airport. You know. Swore they were called a comfort animal. It's like the animal that helps you reduce your anxiety, you know. But then some people's stress reducing animals would cause more stress for some people, you know. Like if you say that your alligator, your pet alligators, it helps you reduce stress. Like if you have your alligator around other people, it might be causing them stress, and then they need their own animals. Got 287 subscribers on my YouTube from last week. Oh, cool. It's always good to see positive numbers, you know? One of my friends on Discord, they like to publish the numbers for my YouTube, like when I reach a milestone. That's kind of nice of him. So excited. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. What you excited about, Kush? Trace Bibby. Also, Animator, did you know that the last common ancestor of modern humans and Neanderthals was Homo, I'm going to say that's Heidelbergensis, which lived in Europe and Africa and lived 600,000 to 200,000 years ago. I could say I didn't know that because I couldn't pronounce that word. That sounds pretty cool. Sorry, I had to get my nails done. Oh, Rory, you're getting all dolled up. It's good. I'm excited about next week. Kite eating tree. Oh, yeah. I'll be working on that next week. Well, it's a pretty straightforward thing. Just some sounds and some backgrounds. Sounds and rounds. What if I had anything to be excited for next week? I was unexcited for this week because I had to go to the dentist. And even as an adult, that's not fun. Because when I was a kid, it was about like, oh no, the pain, it's gonna hurt so much. But as an adult, it's more about the pain in the wallet. Especially when they find things that are concerning. I think next week's just going to be a normal week for me. TYSM. Does that mean thank you so much? Hehe. Ooh, very cool. On drawing Diane Foxington Animator. Thank you, Oppenheimer Media. Hello, Jim. I read the first one. Please don't spam, Jim. Alright, so I got the sleeves going. What else? Guess I could have like the collar going up. Oops. Oh, and I did replace some of my sounds yesterday because they were like a little grating. Like the little system exclamation sound. And it goes bling, whatever that is. So I'm gonna see if the new sound that I replaced it with is any better. Down, no, down, 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 down. Sorry, I'm just so excited that I just can't hide it. That's fine. It's good to be excited about things, you know? That's the spice of life. I did my best to girlfriend's hair for fan art. Yeah, it looks good. You got the right color palette down. You made it shiny. You had a nice anime expression there. Jim, I swear. I said hello. I said hello, Jim. Let's move on from that, Jim. Oh my god. I feel like some people just want to just get a reaction. Which I feel, yeah, I feel that, you know, like, I play some games with my friends. I like to be a little bit trolly, just to see their reactions. Oh, by the way, have you heard A Bump in the Night? I've been watching it, and I think it's cute. I love A Bump in the Night. I know that show had, I guess, a mini sort of renaissance as of late. Because Ragatha looks so much like Molly Coddle from Bump in the Night. And from that series, I actually really liked this robot character. She was like a Japanese, like made in Japan, like one of those little transforming robots. And I believe she was voiced by the same voice actor as XJ9 from My Life as a Teenage Robot, which is nice, you know, when usually when they need someone who can speak Japanese fluently, they ask her. Oh, what's her name? Voice actor XJ9. Janice. Janice Kawai? But yeah, that was one of my favorite characters from Bump in the Night. But I like them all, you know. Mr. Bumpy, Squishington. I think his name was just Squishy, but like Bumpy would call him Squishington to be fancy. I had some really good models for that show. I like the Destructo robot. He was pretty cool too. I like that there was a brother and sister character, and like their rooms were different. There were sort of different denizens in their rooms. Oh, little sister had the girlier toys, and the brother had like the Destructo robot, and just you know more messy creatures living in his room, like little dust bunnies and whatnot. Ah, pretty great show. It's on Tubi. I'll check it out on Tubi. I hope they got like a really good like quality for it. Like because I've seen like clips on YouTube, and it's usually like pretty poor quality recordings. So hopefully on Tubi they sort of up the resolution. Wait a second. Model assets? Well, I was saying models like you know. I don't know what they call them for stop motion. They're basically dolls, but they're like dolls that are specially made. I guess with wires and stuff so that they hold the pose. Also, Animator, I prefer the Justice Friends from Dexter's Lab over the DC Justice League and Marvel Avengers on any day. Yeah, they had some pretty fun ones that were actually, you know, based on some DC heroes and some Marvel heroes. I think my favorite from the group was what was his name? Major G? Was that his name? Major G. Oh no, that was Major Glory. Who was the hero that could like change size? It was Capital G. That's a pretty cool name. So we had Major Glory and Capital G. It would have been fun if they did a spin-off with the Justice Friends. They they were kind of like a I know some people probably won't want to hear it, but they were kind of like a prototype Teen Titans Go, you know? They're heroes. Every once in a while we see them fighting evil. But most of the time they're just sort of hanging out at the apartment, getting into silly shenanigans. Oh my god! And Major Glory was basically like a grown-up Robin, like very strict with his dummy friends. Hello, Andrew. Also, ironically, I think it's the least creepy stop motion show I've ever watched, and it's about monsters in the dark. Isn't that weird? Oh my, especially back in the past, I just remember every other stop motion, whether it was like a special or like a little short, it just all looks so creepy. Eh. But yeah, ironically, the Bump in the Night crew, they were all pretty adorable. Yeah, very charming. That's better than what I was thinking. That was more akin to Marvel than anything else. Yeah, it was mostly Marvel. I think the only one that comes to mind right now that was DC was Ratman. He was just a boy. He was just a boy of 35 years old. Oh, friggin' Ratman. Yeah, I like the Infraggable Crunk and Valhallan, the Viking god of rock and roll. They were pretty cool. So Major Glory was supposed to be a parody of Captain America and Superman. Yeah, I could see the combination with those two there. Though leaning harder on being Captain America. What with his mentor being Uncle Sam. Though I think Uncle Sam is actually a character in DC. Kronk Valhallan, Misspell, cute name. Tiki Torch, Living Bullet, and I forgot the Vision guy's name. Same. Living Bullet. Wasn't that also the name of that bullet-headed superhero on the Tick? Oh, he had a different name. Look up Bullet guy on the Tick. On the Tick. Human Bullet. Yeah, the Tick had the Human Bullet. I think it was almost the same design, like down to the cool looking helmet. Prince Edward Sarmiento. Hello, Prince Edward. Is it weird? I want Johnny Test Dexter's Lab crossover. That could be fun. Oh, that would be cute. That means that Johnny Test and Dee Dee would be hanging out, ruining the little experiments of their red-headed siblings. I mean, someone should definitely pitch that to Cartoon Network or whoever's doing the cartoon movies now. It'd be like when Courage and Scooby-Doo crossed over. Who could forget Silver Spooner and Barbecuer? I actually forgot them. The Barbecuer does sound delicious. Living Bullet was an Iron Man parody. Yeah, it was in the helmet. During my fan art I was doing, I did it a little Alice in Wonderland on Friday Night Funk and Girlfriend, and when she grew so tall, she pops out of the clouds. Her waist covered by the clouds and the trees. Yeah, I noticed that. Classic scene. Although, wait, did she reach the clouds in Alice in Wonderland? I remember her breaching the tree canopy, but I don't know if I've seen her breach the clouds. Miss Spell is Ziza 10 and Scarlet Witch. Yeah, I got that. I'd rather have Dexter and Samurai Jack crossover. No, Samurai Jack has to cross over with the Powerpuff Girls, so that Professor Utonium can meet his long-lost ancestor. Learn about his Japanese heritage. Alright, let's see how this looks. Alright, it's getting there. Definitely need to make it a little bit more pronounced in some areas. But it's coming along. No, look away. She's gonna be indecent for a moment. Oh, that's right. I gave her a bra. Hehe. Looking very nice so far. Thank you, Crazed Core. Oh yeah, I literally just saw a picture of the Powerpuff Girls referring to Samurai Jack as their grandpa. Aw. Yeah, I think I got that in my my DeviantArt. What is it? Like the suggested material, curated material, whatever it is. But I seen it on DeviantArt. Maybe that's why I had it in my mind just now. The Barbecuer was a parody of Galactus, and the Silver Spooner was a parody of the Silver Surfer. So this episode was banned, and there was a reason for it. Oh my god, maybe that's why I don't remember it so much. Because maybe it showed one time and then I never saw it again. So now I have to look for it after I finish this. Because I even remember the Galactus parody they had on Duck Dodgers, which was pretty great. They did so much fun superhero stuff on the Duck Dodger series they had for a while on Cartoon Network. Yeah, I don't remember the Barbecuer. And this was just as friends. It wasn't a monkey segment. Duck Dodgers had an Iron Giant and a Westworld parody. Yeah. And what else did they have? They did a Frankenstein. They did, I think he became a Green Lantern. He became the Green Loon-Turn. Classic. And classy. Dial M for monkey. Yeah, the monkey segments are pretty cool. I guess looking back, it was maybe a little bit weird that Agent Honeydew was maybe attracted to the monkey. Hopefully it's just a thing where she just likes animals a lot. Like Dudley Do Right's lady friend who really loved his horse. I feel bad for the chief in that series. The poor guy's trapped in a TV. Wish they did more crossover stuff with the Justice Pals. Because, like, no, they did some stuff with the Powerpuff Girls. There was that episode that was pretty great. I can imagine them crossing over with Teen Titans Go, trying to get like some royalties off of them for copying their formula. Nick Fury. What if Agent Honeydew became a giantess? I imagine it would be one of those scenarios where it's like the hero is getting bigger, it's like uncontrolled growth, and maybe has to try and make some kind of sacrifice to save the planet. I'm kind of thinking of that episode, that Wonder Woman comic. I think this is coming along nicely. Let me try to make this smaller. What are we doing here? Try to make this look like it's getting tighter. Oops. Maybe I could emphasize it with like a few tears on the sleeves there. What would be a good Peanuts crossover? Hmm. I mean, they got a crossover with some of the other characters in like the Sunday Funnies, right? I don't know, maybe Calvin and Hobbes, I think, be a possibility there. Or Marmaduke. Last but not least, Beast was the crossover episode. Yeah, the big axe-faced monster. So the barbecuer was the eater of worlds, and he literally put all the planets together on a shish kebab to feed on them. Dang. But that does sound delicious. Making backgrounds are hard, says Rory. I feel that. My brother, who is actually um, a trained artist, professional artist, he says that's the thing that he likes doing the least is backgrounds. Were you shocked when Johnny Test had a reboot? I was surprised, but I liked it. Short-lived as it was. Seen a few of your animations and I like them. Thank you, Andrew. I know one famous growth method. Make my monster grow. Is that Rita Repulsa? If it is Rita, I should have done the voice. I remember Marmaduke. Mostly the silly fart jokes. Oh. I don't remember those from reading Marmaduke. So maybe they're doing fart jokes now on Marmaduke? Oh, are you talking about the movie? I didn't see the movie, but I did read some of the comics as a kid. And usually the joke is he's a big dog. That's it. He's a big old pie-eating dog. What's the movie with Owen Wilson? Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. Don't they get him to do a lot of dog movies? He was in Marmaduke and oh, wasn't he also in Marley and Me? Guess they just like pairing up the guy with dogs. When I think of Marley and Me, I just think of the Family Guy parody. Aw, my nightmare dog is dead. Marley and Me. If I was making her skin turn green, you'd think she was turning into the Hulk. Hulk's pretty indestructible. Like some of the things I've seen him do in the comics is like insanity. It's like almost the same kind of hard to kill powers that like Wolverine has. Sorry I was late. I was just forsaking. Says Coolest Duck. Is that something you do on Dark Souls? Forsook people? Big X-Face monster's name is Bad Extra. That's kind of cool. He's made out of wood and he's from Japan. Maybe he knows Aku. You have a favorite Godzilla monster? Probably Mothra. Even though she's mostly there for support. Well, the Hulk can jump hundreds, if not thousands, of meters in the air. Yeah, what a way to travel. No, it's a game about surviving and killing. Alright. Maybe I'll take a look into it. Forsaken. I fell asleep in 2003, and I wonder what Rita's would look like in your style. Oh, Rita Repulsa. Ah, I was thinking Rita Loud for a moment. I mean, if someone ever gets around to commissioning like a Power Rangers kind of a spoof, then I'd be able to test that out. He's not made of wood, he bleeds green blood. Alright, but he could still be made out of wood. Aku's blood is black, but he's still wood, I think. At least, like, when he moves, you could hear sound like splintering. Like a tree falling. Mothra's cool. Mine is Gigan. Neat. But I do have to look up who Gigan is. I should know by now, because I've done all these kinds of kaiju commissions for friends. Alright, now I know who this guy is. He's Mr. Hook Hands. No, he reminds me of the Hook Kremling from Donkey Kong Country 2. Crook. I wonder if there's any fan art of Crook and Gigan hanging out. Crook, Gigan. Dang. There isn't anybody silly enough out there who's made a Crook Gigan joint venture. Oh my god, me and my friend were literally watching Power Rangers. Oh, at group. Were you watching the classic ones with Bulk and Scully? Or the newer ones? I only know the classic ones. What I watched when I was just a boy. He has a badass roar too. Oh yeah, when I was playing Dave the Diver, they had an update with Godzilla missions, and you could swim around the ocean floor looking for like these little action figures, the different kaijus. And yeah, like their action button, they do like their signature roar. Kind of cool. All right. So it doesn't look so static. I think gonna animate the head a little bit. Thank you, Christ Corn. So, Animator, have you ever heard of the short-faced bear that lived 13,000 years ago? It was 6 feet tall on all fours. Oh my god. And 11 feet tall when it stood up. Much stronger than a grizzly bear. I think so. The short-faced bear sounds like he'd come up to the grizzly bear and take his lunch. Let me see if there are any creepy zoo books pictures of the short-faced bear. Dang. I mean, I'm seeing some kind of creepy pictures, but not zoo books quality creepy pictures. I want to see like a really terrifying illustration of a short-faced bear. Something that is zoo books worthy. But yeah, this looks like almost like a starter monster for Monster Hunter, like the one you'd fight before graduating to hunting elder dragons and whatnot. Cyber Fox 11. You're already starting on production. Yeah, I guess. But I'm just working on it for this week. The next week I'm working on a different commission. So it's like every week I'm working on a different commission until I circle back around to this one. It just sort of the way I do it so that like someone doesn't pay for um, like 50 commission sessions at once or whatever. But yeah, this week I'll be doing some work on this. Then next week on Cush's commission involving the kite-eating tree from Peanuts. And I forget what's after that. Let me check my commission list. Commission waitlist. Oh, then after that, I'm back to working on Minish Link for the Mage. And then something with Inma from Gigantic. Just her stomping about and uprooting a tree to smell. Ooh, and then it's so in about a month I'll be back to that flower power commission I was working on earlier. But yeah, you know, if you're a member of our Discord server, you get to see what commissions I'm working on, and you can commission me as well if you are so inclined. Sorry about that. Crazed Core, are you crazy Core? I remember Rita Repulsa, Smoke in Detail. Dang, I missed a lot of stuff. Wilt Puff, Rough, Plex, Leo got hit in the head. And they're in Rory and Margie's head. Aw. The Bad Guys 2 trailer came out. Yeah, I watched it earlier. A few people posted it on Discord. The bulldog bear. I like short-faced bear better. Oh god, I remember zoo books. I remember the commercial coming on TV all the time. They were pretty great. My ma got them for me. But they also had some very scary illustrations. In Animator, there's always the internet. Yeah, I was checking it out on the internet. I'm going on vacation today. Ooh, yeah, have a fun vacation, Rory. Hope you're visiting some nice places. Remember those 2000s teen drama? I didn't watch a lot of those. I've only ever seen the parodies. Since you were talking about the kite-eating tree, what did you like from the Peanuts movie? I haven't seen the Peanuts movie in a while. I think the thing that just really got to me about the Peanuts movie was just that the style that they made them in. Um, it was pretty incredible. I mean, usually when I see like 3D movies, you know, animated movies, the models can be kind of uh, not special, I guess. But they did something very unique with them. I just don't know how to describe it. It was just really, really great style. By the way, they didn't actually bring back dire wolves because they aren't actually wolves. They diverged in lineage about 5 million years ago. That's good. I want them to bring back woolly mammoths, though. That'll be nice. Okay, well, really quick, speaking of teen dramas and Snoopy. Oops, sorry about that. Here's a link to one of my favorite parodies I've seen. It's the OC. I love I love the bit with Snoopy at the end. Mom is going fishing for 2 months. Dang, 2 months? Y'all live in like a Alaska? Going ice fishing? Thank you, Kush. I roleplay her on Discord. Oh, that's fun. Machine Knight. You don't have any sample like voices like on YouTube? It'd be interesting to hear if I ever needed one. Another Godzilla monster is, I like a lot is Megalon. That just makes me think of Megadon. Or what are those giant sharks? Megadon? Maybe I could add. Oops. Megalodon. Thank you. More like magic wand in detail for the growth scene. It's Megalodon. Didn't she have like disposable wands? Because every time she wanted to make a monster giant, she had to like throw her wand from the moon? Is that where she lived? Throw her wand from the moon. And then it would hit the monster and explode. So she probably had like a whole bunch of them somewhere, like golf clubs, you know? I think I remember an episode where a couple of her monster sidekicks tried to create a monster of their own. An animator Megalodon didn't actually live alongside dinosaurs. It evolved and came much later. Aww. So it didn't eat any dinosaurs? Say, animator, ever been to the Badlands of Kansas, specifically the Kansas chalk? It's created from billions of nanofossils laying dead, and mosasaur was found in the chalk. No, when I was in Kansas, I think the only tourist trap I checked out was the Wizard of Oz house. It's kind of a fun place to be. I did stop at a desert place that had like some fossils to display, but I don't think it was the Kansas chalk. Favorite Samurai Jack episode: Jack versus the Ultrabot. Rita Repulsa would have her staff stab the ground, and crevice appeared, and smoke summoned around the monster, enlarging. For example, I have an example using it on Lord Dominator. Dang, if she had missed, like, with her staff thing, she could have made one of the Power Rangers giant. Then, they would have just stepped on the monster. Honestly, the only reason I didn't ask for Patty to be blonde like she was in the movie in the commission was because I felt it was easier to get the Snoopy show version. I would have done either one, Kush. Alright, we're at an hour, so let's see how this looks. Alright, pretty good. think I will see if I missed any comments before I call it a night. Lord Dominator plus Reader Pulse Magic on her bad, on a Heckapoo dangerous. I mean, Lord Dominator is already pretty tough, so yeah, if she gets giant, that's like game over. Glad you like it, Rory. I'd love to see a giant Rita Repulsa. Hey, if someone commissions it, looks good. Thank you, Dylan R. I've recently watched the animated series of Sam and Max, and it got me thinking if Darla the Geek became a giant. I mean, there's a lot of different ideas out there, and if the script is good, I do it as a commission. I'm sorry, Trey. I just have a hard time retaining information about dinosaurs. Finale season 3, Rita Repulsa, only one episode. Wait, did she become giant? I forget. Tyler asks, why do you need to make the weird videos? I need to make them because I have an obsession and a compulsion to. Also, people pay me money and I have fun. So, yeah. Oh my god. Zed was so uncomfortable to look at. Like Inside Out alien monster man with the exposed brain and like metal armor. Who would be the most dangerous female character enlarged by Rita Repulsa? I'm gonna guess a Saiyan or a Kryptonian. I know there's like big debates over like which one is stronger between Saiyans and Kryptonians. I know a lot of people weren't happy with the results of the death battle on that one. But yeah, giant Kryptonian, giant Saiyan. That'd be tough. Imagine probably a giant Kryptonian because they'd just be absorbing like suns and getting superpowers from that. Well, yeah. All right. If they not even gonna read that. There you go. Over here, actually, so with all due respect, do better. No. Yeah. Monsters versus Aliens. Sonic AU? Like in an alternate universe where Amy was about to marry Sonic, but a meteor made her giant? Is that what that means? Notice that Grug is becoming a meme? I don't know who Grug is. Is that Grug from the Flintstones? No. From the Croods. I don't think I've seen any memes with him yet. But I mean, it's Nicolas Cage. He's a pretty funny character. So I can imagine he'd be in some memes. Oh, he's in a meme with the Killdozer. What the heck? Tyranny, Lord Dominator, and Wuya. And that's like the trifecta of evil. Actually, they're all kind of different, aren't they? One's a space invader, one's like a witch, and the other's a Martian queen. I recently watched, oh, not recently, but a few months ago, I watched the Crude series on a streaming service. It's pretty decent. It was sort of continuing from their last movie. What have I told you about T-Rex and Stegosaurus? We're gonna have to do the quiz some other time. All I got retained in my brain is T-Rexes turned into chickens. And Stegosaurus had a walnut-sized brain. Alrighty. Oh, we're at 71 minutes. Duck roots. Making my version of Plex from Yo Gabba Gabba. That's cool, Roy. Alright, talk to y'all later. Thanks for dropping in. Thanks for keeping me engaged. Again, I'll try to do another stream on Monday. That'll be on the sister channel. And I'll do another stream here on Tuesday, probably working on Cush's commission or something else. We shall see. Thank you, Craze Core. They never lived together. That never happened. All right. So they never got to be neighbors. That's kind of sad. I'll try to remember that for next time, Trey. And on the Batman theme, I'll grapple hook out of here. I reach for my utility belt and I fire it into the air. And away I go. Peace.